What's going on, guys? This is Gunsmith Part 4, quick and easy with no BS. Let's get into it. First things first, you're going to want to acquire yourself an M4A1. This can easily be obtained by going to Peacekeeper and purchasing it for 870 USD. There's also a barter for 3 CPUs and 3 CPU fans. I believe you can also do this barter at level 1, but by the time you're doing this, you can probably purchase it for USD if you have some. Our first piece is the AR15 Magpul M-Lock handguard, the tan version. This can easily be acquired by going to Skier level 3 or purchasing it on the flea market for super cheap. Our next piece up is the Defiance DS150 stock, and this can be found from Peacekeeper level 3 for 86 USD, also on the flea market for super cheap. Our next piece up is the Surefire SOCOM 556 Mini Monster Sound Suppressor. This can be found on the flea market for a pretty penny, or you can eventually purchase it for a little bit less from Mechanic Level 2. I believe that is behind a quest. So your best bet to actually find that is to just kind of locate it in a gun box, gun crate, any sort of like weapon attachment area. Go to reserve, go on top of White Knight, wherever you can find gun parts. You can find this. I found this quite frequently on many different maps: Woods, Customs, Reserve, Lighthouse, anywhere, you name it. Our next piece up. Hey, let me step in here. This is Coda from the future, and I apologize in advance. There's one more piece that I left out because it was already on the 260mm barrel for the AR-15. This is the AR-15 Winham Weaponry Rail Gas Block. You have to use this one. You cannot use the stock gas block or the low profile gas block. It needs to be this Winham Weaponry Rail Gas Block. Our next piece up is the AR15 556 260mm barrel. This can be purchased from Peacekeeper at level 3 for $208. I highly recommend trying to get Peacekeeper level 3 so you don't have to pay that ridiculous $120,000 or more whenever you get around to it. Our next piece up is the 556 Surefire 60 round magazine. It pretty much can be any magazine that's 60 and up, so it doesn't matter if it's this one, the P mag, or the 100 round mag. You can locate this magazine from Peacekeeper at level 3 for 2 PCBs and a GM count. That's the cheapest you will most likely be able to find it because you cannot sell these 60 rounders on the flea market. Next piece up is the Primary Arms Compact Prism Scope. This can be found on the market for super cheap, or you can buy it from Skier at level 3. Next piece up is the Magpul M-Lock 4.1 inch rail. This can easily be located at Mechanic level 2 for not even 1,800 rubles. Next piece is the CAC vertical foregrip. We're very familiar with this. This can be found at Peacekeeper level 1. It says 3, but that's because I have Peacekeeper level 3. But you can easily get this for 35 USD at Peacekeeper level 1, or super cheap if you want to do the ruble option. Last piece up is the AR-15 Surefire War Comp 556 Flash Hider. This is what the Mini Monster Sound Suppressor is going to attach to, and you can find this at Skier level 3 for super cheap. I'm assuming right now that not many people are finding this because there's nothing really on the market. Nobody's really selling them, so your best bet is to get Peacekeeper level 3 and Skier level 3 to find most of these attachments. All right, let's start taking off some of these parts so that we can add the pieces that we purchased. So we'll go ahead and take that off. Take that off. We do not need that. We do not need the magazine. We do not need that stock. I believe we can keep everything else on there. So let's go ahead and do this. Throw you on there. Throw you on there. Mini Monster goes on the War Comp. Put the barrel on there. Prism goes on the rear carry handle, M-Lock, and our CAC vertical foregrip. And as per usual, you will know that this is ready whenever you get your gold check mark. So let's go ahead, head over to Mechanic, Gunsmith Part 4, modify an M4, turn in, and there you go.